If I could go back, I wouldn't have signed the papers. Not yet. Not without one last cup of tea at my own table, while the light hit the window just right. There's a silence in these hallways that doesn't feel peaceful. It's the kind that hums like a forgotten song, one you used to know, but can't quite place. I miss the sound of the kettle whistling, the creak of my floorboards when the weather turned cold, the way my slippers found the same spot every morning by the radiator. Funny, isn't it, how a house full of small annoyances, leaky faucets, squeaky doors, can one day feel like a friend, a companion even, because it knew you. I thought I was doing the right thing. Everyone said it would be easier. Meals prepared, nurses on call, no stairs to climb. Better safe than sorry, they said, and I believed them. But what no one told me was this: comfort and connection are not the same thing. You can have warm food in front of you, a freshly made bed, and still feel cold inside, still feel unseen, still feel elsewhere. I traded the hard parts of living, taking out the trash, scrubbing the sink, but I didn't expect to miss the hard parts too. I didn't know that those little tasks were tiny rituals, tiny proofs that I still had purpose. Moving here felt like planting myself in someone else's garden. The walls are beige, the chairs are soft, but nothing smells like me. Nothing carries the weight of my years. Back home, every object had a memory stitched into it. The chipped mug from my late husband. He dropped it once, but swore it gave it character. The threadbare quilt my sister made when we were still young women, dreaming about the lives we thought we'd have. Even the scuffed floor in the hallway, marked from years of dragging the Christmas tree in and out, year after year. Now, all of that lives in boxes, and I live between scheduled meals, impolite hellos, smiles without stories, conversations without roots. It's like floating in a calm sea, but longing for land. Please don't misunderstand me. There are kind people here, and there is safety and care and time to rest. I'm not ungrateful, truly. But if you're not ready, truly ready, this kind of quiet can feel like fading. It's like slowly becoming invisible, not because anyone means harm, but because routines are quiet things. And if you don't bring your voice into them, they forget to leave space for it. So I ask you gently, have you felt this too? That something was done for you, but not with you? That you agreed to something out of love or fear, but somewhere deep down, your heart hadn't caught up because mine hadn't, and it still hasn't fully. Here's what I wish someone had told me, plainly, softly. Before you let go of the life you've built, ask yourself, what still gives your days meaning? What makes your hands feel useful? What makes you laugh without warning? What do you still long for, even if no one asks you about it anymore? Because once you're here, those things become harder to find. Not impossible, just quieter. I lost my garden, not just the tomatoes and lavender, but the ritual, the dirt under my nails, the way I'd talk to the plants like old friends, the joy of something growing because I tended to it. And when that was gone, I realized something I hadn't expected. It wasn't the chores that made life heavy. It was the absence of them that made it feel light in all the wrong ways. But here's the part I hold on to now, the part that keeps me from drifting too far from myself. It's not too late to root yourself again, even in a place that doesn't feel like yours, even in a borrowed room. I started bringing out that old chipped mug during breakfast. I keep lavender oil by my bedside. I ask the aides for real tea bags. None of that powdered stuff. I write letters, not emails, letters, on paper, in ink. Sometimes I write them to people who are already gone, and somehow I feel less alone. I even started tending to a small plant by the window. It's not much, a little fern, but it needs me, and I think that's what we all need, to feel needed by someone, or something. If you're standing at the edge of a big decision, moving, downsizing, letting go, I hope you ask more questions than I did. Not just, is it safe? But also, is it still me? What parts of myself am I carrying forward? What parts am I letting go? And do I really want to? If I could go back, I'd sit at my old kitchen table just a little longer. Let the sun hit the counter. Let the clock tick softly in the background. And listen, really listen, to what my heart was saying before the voices of fear or practicality got too loud. Because home isn't just where you live. It's where your story still has room to unfold. So, if this is your moment of choice, pause, breathe, don't rush. Not everything urgent is important, and not everything safe is right. Ask yourself, is this a goodbye or just a beginning? And may whatever choice you make feel like a return to the truest parts of you.